Amendment number 2 to House Bill 1286 is Governor Rauner's local employee empowerment zone legislation. As you know, as part of his turnaround agenda, he proposed these local employee empowerment zones, and we have now put this into bill form. We on this side of the aisle have always been defenders of the right to organize, banding together for a common good, enhancing the middle class. So why are we here and why are we putting this forward for a vote today? I'm not being critical of the governor. He believes in right to work legislation. I believe differently. I'm not being critical of his thought process. I just disagree. It's okay to disagree. That's what debates are about. That's why we're going to have a debate on this today. The problem is this has become a conditioned precedent to talking real terms about how we're going to solve our budget problem.
Now, I just want to make it perfectly clear for everyone that the source document you're talking about, which you are working off of, which is part of which has created this bill, is under his economic competitiveness and job growth package. And on the bottom, the second to last paragraph, there's a 2.5 sentence statement about empowerment zones. Now, that's 2.5 sentences. I'm looking at a four-page bill. So I don't know how we draw 4 pages out of a 2.5 sentences, but the fact is, let's be perfectly clear that this is not the governor's language. It hasn't been vetted through him. This is the speaker's language. I'm going to repeat this, and I'm going to keep saying this until this session is over. But we were reminded by the speaker I remember it like it was yesterday. He said, "Welcome back, Republicans, to active participation in government." And we've been doing that, and that's why we have working groups, one that you're on. But the fact is, what's happening today, what's happened last week, really is a disservice to this body, and to this chamber, and to this building.
One of the most important parts of our system of government here in America, just a fundamental part of the American system of government, is the representatives of the people coming together, debating topics that are important to our state and to our country, and voting on them in public, where all can see. But what we're talking about here today is also some fundamental rights that our Constitution guarantees all American citizens. The right to assemble, the right to organize, the right to speak freely, and that is what the labor movement in this country has always been about.
The bottom line is, we're not heading in the right direction. Our total employed individuals is down, and it's less per capita than other states, and we need to move forward. We need to do something different. We need to work on real legislative reform, true reform for Illinois, especially for communities like mine that's a border state. We had to pay from the state of Illinois tens of millions of dollars to an aerospace company named Woodward just so they would stay in Illinois.
I've opposed right to work under Governor Quinn. I oppose right to work under Governor Rauner. And I will vote no when Governor Rauner's language comes to this floor. But this isn't about right to work. This is about dividing people, and it's not fair.
I'm tired of the procedure, too. I think the procedure stinks. I'm tired of secret meetings. I don't think we should have these secret meetings. I didn't even know who were on these working groups. I couldn't find out who were on these working groups. What's the secret? We're doing exactly what we should be doing. We're talking about a piece of public policy in the open where it ought to be debated.
So I'll be voting no on this bill. But I'd be remiss not to highlight the real challenges that we have in the trades. The lack of blacks, the lack of Hispanics in our state's trade unions is sad. The numbers don't lie. You can check with the U.S. Department of Labor. You can check with the State's Department of Labor. Here it is in the 21st century, 2015, we have a severe problem of black and brown representation in the trade unions. And yes, this governor is playing off of some of the chasms that we have in our respective communities, but I know we can do better and you know better. Now, this is the first run. You'll get the no votes. I don't support right to work, but I support for everyone's ability to have an opportunity to work. And so we're going to be watching very closely, and hopefully we're going to talk about how it is that your numbers in the trades improve.
I heard some talk on the other side of the aisle regarding the fact that what's in this amendment isn't the governor's language. Fair enough. Where's the governor's language? Have you seen the governor's language? Anyone seen the governor's language? I haven't seen the governor's language. You have a responsibility to tell the people of the state of Illinois not always what you stand against, but what do you stand for? We stand for them. We stand for organized labor. We stand for working men and women. We stand for them and their families and their parents and their futures and their health care and the college education for their grandchildren.